My name is Sheri Thompson, and I am receiving the Entrepreneurial Success Award as one of the 2018 Empowered Women of the Year.
First of all, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
On being selected as one of the 2018 Empowered Women of the Year.
Thank you so much.
Well, listen, you're welcome, and it is so a God thing. And, Sheri, you've actually been a supporter of this event.
Yes.
You've attended the event. You've been a sponsor
Yes.
of the event. We want to thank you for that.
Yes.
What does it feel like now to be the one on the other end, being honored?
Yeah. It's humbling. And it really, I really can't put it into words, because when it happened, I'm like, you know how you judge yourself and you think, well, I know that there's somebody else that's, in this place that is, that the Lord has elevated or done greater things than me. But I'm just honored. That's my word.
What was your initial reaction when you saw the letter? You actually didn't see the letter right away.
I did not see it right away, and it was dated for Christmas. And I was like, oh, that would have been a lovely gift. Because, but I'm going to do better about the mail thing. I'm going to go.
Oh, I'm the same way.
But, so when I got it, I was like, wait a minute. Now I know, because when you tagged everybody, I was like, man, I would have been like, yay! But I didn't know. I didn't know. So.
Were you surprised at who nominated you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I think that, there are often times that she becomes the rock of everything that we do. Mm. So the fact that, she saw me as being, needing to be honored or being recognized and all of that, like that it was a moment. It really was.
Yeah.
Because I want to do it for her.
That's so sweet.
Yeah.
It is kind of hard to look at yourself in the same lens as everybody else does, right?
Yes.
I know in my journey, being a single mom and going through the adversities I was encountering, I was just trying to do life. Yeah. I didn't think my life had any kind of, meaning to anyone else to honor. I want to ask you, what part of your adversity do you feel most solidifies your strength today?
It's been so many.
I know, right?
Instances.
Pick one, right?
Yeah. I think, when I went through a place of really trying to figure out like who I was, and at a place where, when you go from being married to suddenly being out there and not really having a support that you thought would be there for the rest of your life and taking care of the kids and all of that, that shift in knowing that I needed to really show my girls that it doesn't matter, what life throws your way, that you can really change every situation that's coming forward. Like, you don't really have to stay in the mold or stay in this defeated place, that there is a place that you can rise above it. And not just, my whole thing is, even when we started Agape, like, I really wanted people to really realize that just because I was born in the projects, or just because, that has been generation after generation after generation, it doesn't have to, stop there. I mean, it can stop there with me. And that I can move beyond that. Like, it is unlimitless. Like, the things that are out there, like, especially, the women movement and all the things that are going on. Like, the Lord blessed me with girls. So I have to be that example all the time. Like, I cannot, they push me because I want them to realize that I was blessed to have a husband. I'm not going to say, I don't have the bad, although I could go there, but I choose not to. But even with that, like, even if you are all by yourself, God made you fully capable. He put everything, he equipped everything that you needed inside of you. You just need to tap into it. And, he pushed me out there. He made me do it.
That's so empowering, so inspirational. Talk a little bit about your girls. You have how many children?
I have 3 daughters. I have a 26-year-old, I have a 19-year-old, almost 20, and I have a 15-year-old. and I have my granddaughter, who I have custody of as well. She's 5, going on 25. So God has a sense of humor. He
So,
started it all over
wow.
again for
So
me.
you've raised yours and now
Yes.
starting all over again. What
Yes.
has that been like for you?
Um, it has been a shift that was necessary. I look at it as my granddaughter has experienced a lot in her little short life.
Yeah.
So God placed me in her life to save her life, to not allow her to be one of the numbers that, you just, the grandparent comes in and that's it,
Yeah.
that I really needed to be the source of strength for her and to, inspire her to step outside of that because,
Yeah, it's really a calling, isn't it? I mean,
Yes.
there are a lot of single moms that have raised theirs and then have turned around and, taken up that responsibility to say, okay, my grandbaby's in need. I'm going to take him or her under my wing. I would want to know, just out of all you've been through and, you know, you've overcome, what would be your advice to that same person out there who feels overwhelmed, who feels maybe unappreciated even, trying to do this on her own and save that child's life? What would be your advice for that single mom
Much
slash
prayer.
grandma?
I'm my mom. I'm my mom. I didn't want to be grandma because that seemed,
Right.
kinda-
Okay. Mama.
But but prayer is most important. Like I would not be able to be even. I'm not gonna cry, but to even sit here and be in this place if it was not for the Lord in my life. People have given up for less than what I've experienced. So I am. I would tell her that with God, like all things are possible, and that He allowed it to happen for a reason. Every bit of the things that come in our lives are to help to process us, to get us to the next level, to step outside of the comfort zone. Because I was, my baby was 15. I'm ready, thinking that the shift is going to be, I'm going to be able to travel and do all of
Right.
those things. And God was like, there's more purpose than that.
Yeah.
So I'm just, you will get to a point where there have been times that I've been overwhelmed and I'm like, God, like, I thought I was done. But then I look at her and it's worth it. Like, it's absolutely worth it because her life would be so much different had the Lord not allowed this to be or purposed this to be, I'll say.
That's powerful.
So,
What an
yeah.
amazing, a tremendous sacrifice of your heart, your time, your love, your life
Yes.
that you're willing to give, not just to your children, but your children's children, and really setting an example, to other women, how important it is to really be a role model and save a life.
Yeah.
That's awesome. We celebrate you here at
you.
Empowered Women Ministries,
Thank you.
and congratulations on being one of the 2018 Empowered Women of the Year.
Thank you so much.
You're so welcome.